Mobile Legends craze has swept the Philippines by storm. But out of this nation of gamers, a courageous few have dared to rise above the rest. Enter the first ever Mobile Legends professional scene, where gamers become pros and the daring becomes legendary.
Smash them!
This is the story of MPL. The first season of the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Philippines was the true start of the Mobile Legends competitive scene in the country. With the help of MET Events, the most established esports events organizer in the Philippines, the MPL scored the country to find teams willing to compete for the unprecedented prize pool of over 2.5 million pesos. Digital Devils, OBS Gaming, and Aether Main headlined the inaugural MPL PH season. Top players such as Rebo, Yaku, Zapnu, Pakbet, and Jeff Cutie Forever also made a showing in the tournament. Popular community figure Akosidogi also made an appearance, not just as a shoutcaster and a pro scene pundit, but also through the team he helped groom himself. It would be Aether Main that would ultimately claim the grand prize on July 1 at the grand finals at the SM Mall of Asia Music Hall after a dominant 3-0 sweep over Digital Devils Pro Gaming. The team not only took home more than 1.6 million pesos, but also the title of the first ever MPL National Champions. The explosive grand finals was the mark of something new. A new esports scene. The second season of the MPL started with the news that Bren Esports, the current kings of mobile esports, had acquired Aether Main's roster. This newly branded super team would then go on to become the champions of Mobile Legends Southeast Asia Cup, the MSC in 2018. Signal, the television channel, acquired the Digital Devils Pro Gaming roster. Filipino Dota 2 powerhouse Execration took under their banner OBS Gaming's roster. Even Aether, with their players sold to Bren Esports, attempted to rebuild their roster. The second season of the MPL would find Signal Ultra dethroning Bren Esports, creating the first true rivalry of the league. As Season 3 of the MPL launches with a fresh new theme for the summer, the professional players in the league would heat things up in their organizations. Execration's Jeff Cutie Forever left his longtime teammate Zapnu to join Archangel. As for the actual grand finals, Bren Esports, battered but somehow alive from the lower brackets, would meet Archangel in the grand finals.
So para sa mga sumusuporta sa Archangel dyan, mag-ingay!
At para naman sa sumusuporta sa Bren, mag-ingay!
Focusing on to pain, will this be the final divide?
Oh my G, Rebo ang natira dito kumakagat.
There we go!
Siya, si Kapitan ang natira.
A new champion arose. Archangels are the new MPL champions. But the reign of the High Flyers were rather short-lived as the MPLPH Season 4 saw fiercer competition. Geek Fam and Onyx PH, the two teams from the main qualifiers, came in with guns blazing. They replaced the playoff spots usually filled by the champions Signal Ultra and Archangel. Though Geek Fam settled for a respectable 5th to 6th place, their co-rookie almost had a flawless debut. Onyx PH was one game away from hoisting the MPL PH trophy, if not for the iconic a rival play from Sun Sports that snatched the thrilling grand finals off their hands.
Team Audit PH!
Tumayo dito sila Plaza. Ay, mayroon lang palang ano.
Walang minions! Walang minions!
Walang minions! Walang minions!
Walang minions!
Oh my God! Nice lang! Nice one! May mag-game pa!
Iyanto! Nako! He's
Iyanto!
going for the phantom step!
Nag-go for the best! Binibigyan lang niya ako! That's it! You're champion!
Although both of them were still bestowed with the honor of representing the Philippines in the first ever M1 World Championship, their rivalry is only bound to intensify. After 4 exciting seasons of the MPL, the league has still yet to have its first 2-time winner. Those who used to be on top are now gone, and with the chaotic roster shuffle that transpired in between seasons, those who were once friends are now foes. These are signs that the league after 4 seasons is still filled with close games, miraculous upsets, and life-changing plays. Now, with the 5th season of the MPL upon us, who knows who will rise from the rest this time and claim the crown? Regardless of what happens, one thing is certain, that the Mobile Legends scene in the Philippines is alive, and there's no better time than now to start watching it.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Welcome to Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 5. And today marked the final day of our week number 2. Pero syempre, painit na ng painit ang mga laban dito because no other teams is holding back because every point counts here on MPL Season 5. Pero before we introduce you to the teams na maglalaro sa ating first series, we would like to thank our sponsors first. This event is presented by Smart, our official sponsor Realme smartphones, our official gaming headset partner Logitech, and this event is organized by Moonton. And also, if you would like to watch the MPL Season 5 smoothly here on Facebook, together with your favorite streamers and enjoy 1 GB games all day, just dial 123# and choose GigaGames 99. Now, hindi ko na to patatagalin, ladies and gentlemen, dahil alam ko, especially yung mga nandito present ngayon sa MPL Arena would like to watch the very first series. Let me introduce you to the team who had a rough start during the first week, but finally got their composure winning against Geek Fam, our defending champions. Let us all welcome here on stage, Sunsparks! Raflisha, Green, Kilowash, JP, Renjo, Kiel, BJ, and their coach, Arcadia. And now, for the team na makakalaban ngayon ng Sunspark, this team is one of the team who made it out to the qualifiers. They may have also lost their first series dito sa MPL Season 5, but they come back strong against STI, claiming their first victory here on MPL Season 5. Let us all welcome here on stage, BSB! Introducing Cap 1, Jaraxnu, Shider Cutie, Wilson, Trevor, S-Man, and their coach, Aaron. Alright, so ang unang-una muna nating tatanungin, walang iba, it's Coach Arcadia. Kamusta, Coach?
Okay naman.
Okay naman. Pero ito, both of the teams dito, both has a 1-1 in terms of series. Now, how did you actually prepare ngayon? Kasi, like, nag-usap kami ni JP, Season 4, yung unang laro ng Sunspark, doon lang sila natalo and they went all the way to the grand finals. Are we actually repeating history itself ngayon, Coach?
Hopefully ganun yung mangyari. Kasi ayaw rin namin matalo ng isang game since nag-aabol rin kami sa points. So hopefully lahat clean sweep na.
Hopefully, lahat clean sweep. At gaya nga na sabi natin, dito sa MPL Season 5, there's no one's holding back dahil every point counts. Pero thank you so much, Coach Arcadia. Ngayon, ang paborito kong interviewin sa BSB, walang iba, Captain Cap 1. Kamusta?
Ayos lang po. Masaya.
Yo, ramdam ko yung saya mo, ha? Kidding aside, Cap 1, you're gonna be going head-to-head ngayon sa ating defending champion. Alam natin, hindi siya ganon, on paper, hindi siya ganon kadali. Pero how did BSB prepare sa laban nyo ngayon?
Ganun pa rin po, kagaya na nakaraan. Nung laban namin sa STI, nag-reset kami. Paunti-unti hanggang sa maging 100% ulit yung laro namin.
Hanggang sa maging 100%, yan ang kaabang-abang. Pero syempre, let's make it this official on both teams. Shake hands and you could go on to your respective seats. Pero mga kaibigan, to know more about the details on these teams, pakilala ko muna kayo sa ating mga magiging panel. Our guest panel, walang iba, ako, si Pepper, kasama niya dito si Midnight, and our panel host, Leo. Take it away.
Maraming salamat, Rob. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MPL Season 5, broadcasting live from the MPL Arena. It feels like Championship Sunday kahit na Week 2 pa lang. Midnight, ako si Pepper, kumusta?
Okay lang. Very excited to be here. Thank you.
Excited din ako kasi, again, sinabi mo kanina parang championship Sunday. Actually, parang lahat ng games natin championship caliber eh. Hindi natin nakikita yung mga games na talagang nag-i-scale down. Lahat nakaka-excite, hindi mo alam sino mananalo. And I really like yung stats ng MPL ngayon, lahat ng teams tikit-tikit.
And I think one of the things that we have to thank for that is our point system. Nabanggit ng ating coach kanina and of course team captain on BSB is the point system. Naghahabol sila sa points. We're going to be talking about that in just a bit, but for now we need, of course, to say thank you to our sponsors. This event, MPL Season 5, is presented to you guys by Smart. And of course, our official sponsor is Realme Smartphones, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech. And all of this would not be possible without the help of our organizers, that is Moonton. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, ang ating scoring system is just like Season 4.
Yeah.
It's right minus wrong. Plus, your wins deducted by your victories. And right now, ito yung tsura ng ating group standings. Blacklist International, napakainit, 4 points to their name. Still undefeated when it comes to games and series. Followed by SGD, Brenny Sports, BSB, Onic PH, Sunsparks, nakalaban ng BSB, U-Level, Execration, Geek Fam, and STI. Pepper, matanong ko lang sa'yo. Given our current standings, meron ka bang pinapanood dito ng malapitan? Are you rooting for any specific team here today?
Still looking for Sunsparks, Bren, and Onic, of course. Yan yung mga talagang binabantayan ng mga tao ngayon.
And as you mentioned, Sunsparks, lalaban sila ngayon. Kalaban nila ang BSB. Both teams coming off of strong finishes in the past few days of the weekend. Midnight, how was the weekend for you so far? Medyo first time natin na magti 3 days, di ba?
Yeah.
For the MPL season. How's it feeling?
Mas damo mo yung competitive season. Kasi before, it was 2 days. 2 days lang yung regular season. Yung 2 days per week yung regular season natin. Ngayon, nararamdaman ng mga players na araw-araw may bakbakan, araw-araw may aksyon. And it's really exciting kasi nakikita mo yung update eh. Nakikita mo yung update every week, every day. So marami kang pwedeng abangan sa mga weeks natin sa MPL.
Pepper, as a viewer so far, anong feeling ng MPL Season 5 kumpara sa ibang seasons?
Very exciting kasi there are a lot of new teams. Yung U-Level, ang daming abangan, BSB also. Talagang hindi mo lang titignan yung mga veterano na, pero talagang titignan mo rin yung mga bago eh.
Okay, let's talk about this next matchup before we introduce our players. BSB versus Sunsparks, again, coming off of strong wins each this weekend. Ano klaseng laban na makikita natin dito? Pepper, sa tingin mo ba, bakbakan, double-doubles, patayan on both sides, down the wire, 30 minutes, or sa tingin mo ba, stomps? Are we gonna see a 2-0? What do you think?
This is gonna be an exciting battle kasi BSB and Sunsparks, on the first week, they both got a loss from, and then
Series loss, pero may isang win.
Yeah. Pero The next, itong Friday yata, BSB and Sunspark both got their first win in the series.
Very decisive then. They're 2-0s, right?
Yes.
We're going to be talking about BSB right now, coming on screen, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Jirax, New Trevor, Cap1, Shider Cutie Wilson, and S-Man, and of course, their coach, Aaron. Midnight, let's talk about BSB. They came off a win again this weekend, and how's it going to affect their mindset going into this matchup?
It's gonna affect them a lot for sure. Sinasabi nga ng tao na ito yung team na sobrang momentum-based. Again, we've talked about yung momentum ng BSB. I'm not sure kung ano yung effect nun sa kanila na having a victory back before this game. I think ang kailangan nilang isipin dito is yung draft talaga eh. Their ability to surprise their enemy. Kasi if you think about it, lahat ng games na natalo ang BSB, nabasa yung style nila. SGD Omega, binan nila yung mga heroes ng ni Shider dito. Then Lilia, tinanggal din nila yung mga surprise meta picks natin. Sila Diggy, sila Nana. So I think in this specific matchup, BSB needs to think about the draft over the victory na nakuha nila last time. So they just need to adjust kung ano man yung kailangan nilang ibigay sa Sunsparks. And I think put a little surprise here and there.
Okay, they need to focus on their draft, sabi ni Midnight. Pepper, what do you think BSB needs to do up against Sunsparks?
They really, same with Midnight, talagang kailangan nilang, kung maban man yung comfort picks nila, kailangan nilang mag-isip ng bagong strategy just to get the win.
Okay, if anything, papansinin ko lang yung BSB dito, they're not behind the meta, hindi sila fundamentals, pero hindi rin naman sila kasing baliwan, pumili, tulad ng Geek Fam and level, right? So they're finding themselves in a very sweet spot, which is an interesting, sabihin natin, factor when it comes into their matchups. Kasi madali sila mabasa, that's one. So they really have to focus on maybe growing that hero pool or even maybe throwing something in there na medyo out of left field.
Yeah.
If you can even say that, given na uso sa ating meta ngayon is Uranus and Nana. You think you're gonna see those heroes here today?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Kasi BSB, again, they like those heroes na talagang medyo pangbaliwan. Kasi if you compare the performance of BSB nung open qualifiers tsaka nung regular season, medyo malaki yung pinagbago eh. The meta shifted, so they needed to adapt. Again, ang problema kasi nila is nababasa ng kalaban nila yung mga draft na nilalagay nila. That's the problem with momentum. Kapag momentum ka, nagra-ride ka sa isang strategy na kapag hindi mo binago, effectively, kaya kang pigilan ng mga kalaban mo. And it's very scary kasi Sunsparks is known to do that.
Ooh. And they are gonna be coming up next. But before we talk about Sunsparks, Pepper, I need to ask you, sino sa tingin mong heroes ang lalabas dito? Besides the Nana, besides the Uranus, coming from BSB?
Coming from BSB, I think there's going to be, of course, Lolita.
Diggy ni Trevor.
Diggy, yes.
Kung mailusot nila.
Yes.
Right? Pero feeling ko hindi papayag ang Sunsparks dito. Let's talk about the defending champions here. Season 4, 5-game marathon runners. It's Kilowash, Greed, JP, Raflesia, Kiel VJ, and Renzio. Si Kuya mo Renzio, upo muna. I think he's gonna be the sixth man for the coming series. Let's talk about this point here. Pepper, if you've been watching the games, you've seen that Kilowash has fit in very well to Sunspark's game plan. Parang nandun na siya all the time, this whole time. Parang nag-aantay lang siya.
Yeah.
Given that Archangel got knocked out in Season 4, sa tingin mo, gagana ba ang Kilowash gambit sa laban nila dito sa BSB?
Kilowash is a very good off-laner. Nakita na natin yan sa team niya before and sa previous games nila, kaya makikita natin yung skills talaga pagdating sa off-laning ni Kilowash.
Kanina medyo nagtataka yata si Raflesia. Ba't ako? Hindi nyo pinag-uusapan. Tsaka si Kuya mo JP. Captain Greed here as well as our drafting coach, Arcadia, and Kilowash. Ayan, there you go.
Gusto ko lang sabihin na yung mga tingin na yan may meaning yan. Kasi if you think about Sunsparks, I've seen them perform for quite some time na. The most improved player is yung pinaka-inaabangan ng lahat is si Raflesia. I do think na ang laki ng pinagkaiba ni Raflesia from Season 4 to Season 5. Yes, siya yung nagbigay ng arrival play sa Sunsparks dito. Pero syempre, kailangan consistent yun eh. You need to perform consistently for your team to be able to utilize you in this specific roster. Ngayon, coming into Season 5, ang naging highlights ng Sunsparks was si Kel VJ and JP. Lagi naman, di ba? Lagi naman yung mga takings natin ng ML. Pero Raflesia, in this season, has been very dominant. Pwede ko na siyang ilagay dun sa top 4 tanks natin in the whole season.
So you can say that Raflesia on his Kufra, on his Grok sometimes will make a difference here. But tanong natin dito, our guest panelist, Pepper, ano sa tingin mo ang heroes na lalabas dito para sa Sunsparks?
Sunsparks,
Na-mention ko na Grak, na-mention ko na yung Kufra, which I still think is very strong.
Yeah.
Pinapalusot lang siya ng mga kalaban. But who do you think is gonna be a field of the year by Sunsparks?
Sunsparks siguro, they'll go for the tanks and
Mia.
Kimi on KLVJ
Kimi, yeah.
performs very well. Selena on Greed? Very 50-50. Di ba sobrang lakas niya ng qualifiers?
Yeah. I do think na Sunsparks, they realize na the hero has fallen down this meta. Kasi kung iisipin mo, the only thing that Selena provides is the vision and yung threat ng pressure. And usually kasi, yung mga games na yun, kailangan mo makuha yung fast pacing eh. Kaya nga nagiging popular once again sila Kimi. Ngayon, si Farsa lagi nakaban. Kaya enabled yung mga heroes na kayang kumuha ng early game control. Like Bruno, Granger, again, Kimi. So, if you have a lineup na ganun yung gustong gawin, makuha nila yung early game, and you have a Selena, once again, the condition of Selena is hit everything and provide as much vision as you can. Kapag hindi mo nakuha yun in the early game, you're very threatened in the mid game kasi wala kang pang shutdown ng Kimi. Mind you, ang dali lang i-sidestep ng mga arrow ni Selena. Isang dash lang yan, pwede mo nga iabang yun eh.
Yeah, so people seem to have figured out the Selena gambit. You mentioned Raflesia, one of the most improved players coming in from Season 4. Pepper, may babantayan ba tayo sa Sunsparks dito? Specific player besides Kilowash?
Sunsparks, KLVJ.
The King.
Yeah.
The King.
As always, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited. I believe we are going to be going into the draft in just a little bit. Mga kaibigan, if you're watching from at home, do consider jumping in to the MPL Arena. Nasa Makati lang tayo. You can put it into your favorite transportation app. Diretso kayo dito, all right? You can join us live at the arena in Makati City. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be jumping into the draft here. It's game 1, BSB versus Sunsparks. Maunang Sunsparks sasagot ang BSB. Out of the equation currently is Grak and Valier. Para sa BSB naman, tinanggal nila si Selena. And they still believe in Selena. Takot pa rin sila.
Yeah, well, Greed especially. It's one thing to respect the hero, it's one thing to respect the meta. Ngayon, BSB, ang gusto lang nilang gawin dito is tanggalin yung mga comfort heroes ng Sunsparks to be able to limit down or reduce yung hero pool na gagamitin ng Sunsparks.
And now Sunsparks prioritizing the Diggy. So Trevor finding himself in a position here. A lot of the good games that BSB had are off of Trevor protecting Jaraxnu and the rest of the team with a Diggy. Pero ngayon, nanakawan nila si KLVJ ng Kimi. Pepper, how strong is Kimi right now in the meta?
Jawhead.
In terms of firepower, malakas naman pero ang dali i-disable ni Kimi. Ang dali niyang i-negate eh. Get a Lolita, get an assassin that can attack Kimi from behind, and it's easy.
Pero ito is sa mga sagot kay Kimi, di ba? The Jawhead. Kung pinasukan ka ng Jawhead, your Kimi is just, putok, wala na yan. But it seems like BSB here figured it out. Amin na lang yung Jawhead. We're gonna go for a very strong mid-game here. Sunsparks picking up now the offlaner of choice for this meta, I believe. It's the Uranus.
Again, it's the replacement of Terizla. Sabi ng mga players, medyo basura si Terizla in this current meta. Replace it with Uranus. It does the same thing. It defends. One big problem na kinakaharap ng BSB ngayon with this Uranus pick is grabe yung front line ng Sunsparks. Isang hero pa lang yan. May link ka pa na problemahin. You need to protect your backlines. I think it warrants even a Lolita pick for BSB, pero it's not gonna be enough to protect the Kimi from the link.
Yeah, and I guess 2 birds with 1 stone picking up the Lolita here. Kasi hindi na ibig sabihin pwedeng kunin ng Sunsparks yun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Pero I don't think Sunsparks needs it in their lineup.
Yeah, the scary thing is BSB, kailangan pa nilang isipin yung Nana potential ng Sunsparks. Mind you, this is still a very viable dual support combination. The Diggy and Nana into a Link plus maybe a Granger or a Bruno. Pwedeng sila yung kumuha ng marksman dito. I highly recommend kunin nila yung Granger or ban it at all para hindi makuha ng BSB yung double marksman. Again, they're using the dual support. Kapag nakapag-double marksman yung BSB, delikado naman yung Sunsparks.
Yep. Here we go into the second phase of banning. But ladies and gentlemen, BSB here picked up the Zask na merong nakakagulat na win rate. Midnight Pepper, 80%. Zask has been performing surprisingly well here.
That's 4 matches, right?
Oh, ano yung key? Ano yung key? Bakit malakas si Zask ngayon?
It's very invasive. Yun yung nature talaga ni Zask. And one thing to consider is yung limited capabilities ng ating mga cellphone, no? Ang hirap mag-target lock. And si Zask, ang laking problema niya kasi kapag nagpupush sila, ang gagawin lang niya is magbabato siya ng mga alaga dito. And ang hirap pumili ng target. And at the same time, kapag ginagamit siya ng pangharang, para siyang core Lolita in a sense. Tapos ang taas ng damage, ng damage output, ng magic damage. And at the same time, ang hirap niyang patayin.
Yep. Now confirmed bans on the side of Sunsparks is the Nana and BSB's carry. So it's correct. Sunsparks needs a carry to rely on. And now we go into the first pick of the second phase of the game. This is going to be a Rafaela.
No. Pick the Granger. I highly recommend the Granger. And then,
Basha.
may Zask na pala. So, main
Your
marksman
team is
ng
picking.
BSB yung Kimi and mage nila is
The
the Zask. And ang purpose ni Basha dito is para lang mabawasan yung counter kay Kimi.
At saka medyo makipagbakbakan dito kay Uranus.
Yeah.
Right? Piper, anong kulang dito sa Sunsparks na mention natin? Kulang sila ng solid carry. Pero mukhang i-all-in-one nila to. Mid na rin nila yung carry. Sino pang choices nila?
They have, I think, they can go for a Bruno here. They're missing a little bit of damage, and there you go.
No!
Pero
is
mukhang
picking.
hindi eh. Parang gusto nila pang matagalan lang eh.
Yeah, this is going to be a long battle if they're trying to push for a win here.
Sabi ko kanina, marathoners eh. Talagang marathoners.
Nakita natin to kahapon yung carrying potential ni Link sobrang baba talaga. I do understand the reason why they picked the X-Borg. It's to counter the Basha. Kasi walang pampatay sa kanya. They need true physical damage against the Basha. And BSB, they realize that. Sitting lang yung kailangan nila shutdown dito. What better way to do that than to pick the Rafaela? I-boost mo lang yung game ni Kimi. One big problem again for Sunsparks is that they don't have a carry.
Rafaela.
Yung Link, yes, kayang-kaya niya pasukin yung backline si Kimi, si Zask. Problem is, enough ba yung damage output nila?
And that's what we're missing here on the side of Sunsparks. BSB locking in the Rafaela at mukhang ready silang humarap. Once someone says go in, Kimi lang matitira, lahat sila papasok. I need to ask you this right now. Sunsparks vs BSB, game 1 in this best of 3. Pepper, kanino ka papanig dito in game 1?
I would go for the lineup of Sunsparks kasi for the long run to, they can sustain any defenses or any push, and then the Link can just cut lanes and destroy towers.
So the key is
for sure.
in Ling.
Yep.
So medyo mabigat ang trabaho ni Kuya mo, JP. Midnight, who are you gonna go with here?
I really like the draft of BSB. Even though kaya nga i-sustain ng Sunsparks yung push ni Kimi, I don't think the Link can carry in a specific game. And
Hirap,
BSB, they have the early game they have the early game potential. Nakita ko kanina 4 yung flame shot. So aasa pa rin ako sa 4 na flame shot. I'll go with BSB.
Yeah, I'll have to agree here. As hard as it is to say no to the Uranus offlane, I'm gonna go with BSB here. It's 2-1 coming from your panelists, mga kaibigan. I really worry about the damage output ng Sunsparks dito. Parang kulang. Medyo mabigat ang binubuhat dito ni Kuya mo JP on the Ling. But ladies and gentlemen, who do you pick? Who is gonna take game 1 here? It's BSB versus Sunsparks. Both teams coming off of 2-0 wins. It's going to be a tough one. We're gonna go ahead and give it to our casters. What do you guys think?
Maraming salamat, Leo, Pepper, and matchup here today at the MPL Arena on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, evening. And we're going to be your shoutcasters. I'm Nomad. Alongside with me is Warley. What do you think about that draft, though? Almost all melees on the side
all
of BSB.
melees, and interestingly, the panel, for that matter, went mostly with Sunsparks. But if we're going to go with pure stats, Zask has a very high win rate. Kimmy has a very high win rate. Jawhead has a very high win rate. So if we're all about the stats, we gotta go with BSB right now. So let's see how it goes in game number 1 on this Championship Sunday, as they like to call it these days.
It's not even a championship, but it feels like a championship.
I mean, the level of competition, the level of matches are worthy of championships, as they like to say.
Yeah, that is true. And again, the whole game plan of BSB here is to just play it safe. And the lack of a ranged damage dealer here for Sunsparks is actually quite disturbing for me. I don't like it at all.
Especially if you line up against the Rafaela, who has one of the best AoE stunts, if you do get that angle. But here we go. Let's see if they do get anyone. Your Cap one falling very low here. He surviving quite a bit. Will survive. Oh no. Just kidding, he's still gonna drop. VJ will flicker away and he is fine. Just a one death onto Cap one on that Rafaela will be the lone kill right now.
Well, at least it was Cap one that fell down. If it were Kimmy or Zaz.
Yeah, Rafaela is like the necessary evil, but Kufra will drop here. Jawhead can toss him away while he is in the bouncing ball. Ejector away.
That's a trade there for Wilson and Felicia. Sunsparks seemingly in the lead here. They're still proving why they are the defending champions by means of just being all aggressive all across the map so far. They're trying to. He's been rotating all across the map. That's something that you have to commend as a support player because not a lot of support players actually roam on their own. They
Yeah,
usually
especially over Diggy. Diggy usually bodyguards, but Kilowash falling very low here. Not enough sustain this early on for Uranus, and he will drop 4 heroes. Converging on the top lane for BSP will secure the crab as well.
The bottom lane and the top lane is going to be sieged by both of these teams respectively. And
Wilson,
it is
he's
going to
try
fall
and slow
backwards.
it down. Ejector away.
And KillVJ pushed the minions back towards him because of those flame stakes, fire stakes. Now I'm hungry for steaks.
Yes.
Top lane is being sieged up by Zask and Kimmy, so that's going to be a down turret if they have one more minion wave.
But the
next
third
to them.
protection is still a bit powerful this early on. JP
JP's
making
gonna
the
dive in.
rotation. Let's see what happens.
Tempest, bang!
Ooh, the damage not quite there yet. JP falling very low here, but still will live on a prayer. But his teammates not as lucky, unfortunately, as Kilowash will fall.
JP can't TP back. Being autoed by the jungle minion, but
he just stared down the minion, and the minion was like, "What you want? What you want?"
what are you doing? But yeah, that's gonna be a trade for the first tier 1 turrets at the top and the bottom side from Sunsparks and BSB. The turtle is the next objective here for BSB, and they are leaning towards it. Sunsparks is going to look into
both teams are posturing for it right now. Diggy and company are there. Let's see if they can find the angle. The cooldown is on JP right now with his summoner spell, with his spell. So
yeah, Trevor, you're gonna zone everybody away by fearing the rolling thunder, so to speak. And he gets knocked up
but
by the rage. And gets a revenge connection, but not going to be connecting onto the wall. That's going to be a lot of HP going down. Trevor taking down Reflacia, and this is now going to be a team fight.
JP trying to stay in there, but he has to dash away as it is a lost fight, and they have to concede the turtle to the BSB squad right now. Going to be the edge now for BSB after this tightly contested first 3 minutes.
Try to steal this. Oh,
he thought about it. He thought about it, but that is just the Diggy, not the best. I mean, sure, you have the potential, but very, very hard to do so.
Those time bombs, if
he times it properly,
right,
yeah. It's all about time.
I don't think that's going to happen with 4 guys eyeing the turtle. That's more DPS than
I mean, he also had flame shot, so maybe. But, you know, you can easily block that off.
You can just wall yourself there.
Exactly.
And yeah, we're going to be going back into the regular flow of things. A bit of a bottom lane rotation here for BSB. Uranus is going to be caught off guard here, though. Kilowash.
But he's creating space right now, just cutting the minion wave very near the base, while top lane Greed and KillVJ want to go for Trevor here, but the damage kind of lacking as of now, finally getting the heat stacks up on to that rolling Basha.
Yeah, top lane is going to go down. And they are opting for another trade once again. And this is the good thing about Sunsparks. They're forcing out big rotations from BSB, not allowing BSB to respond immediately towards the top side. All of the forces of BSB were here near the bottom jungle.
Ooh, Wilson, ejector, almost got it, but JP, will you get the return kill here onto Wilson? Yes, Wilson falling very low. He will fall to the Ling here. Do they have the re-engaged Trevor rolling, finding the angle? Won't find any, unfortunately, as BSB will have to concede that kill onto Wilson.
They will continue on with the turret pressure. They are going to try to alleviate the pressure over the top side with Kimmy. Mid lane, though, it looks like there is going to be a big clash here. Trevor just looking for an opportunity to knock everybody off the maximum charge.
Just a bit off, but I don't think it would have mattered that much. KillVJ still staying in the front line. Endless Battle now picked up onto JP as well. This Ling is having a much more effective game than the Lings we saw yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of good Ling plays from the start of the season.
No, wait, Turtle has been secured by the Cooper Reflacia. Just bouncing ball with the emotes. What can you do, BSB? They can just watch as the Thief runs away. JP with the re-engage. Tempest Blade is going to be there, but no follow-up from the side of Sunspark. Reflacia falling very low. The knock-off ejector actually cancelled there. Time dilation has been used as well. KillVJ. And that will be that. Just one kill after all of that. Just the Kufra. I think Sunsparks are okay with that.
They would be pretty okay with that. They got a turtle out of that. That's still going to be bonus gold and EXP coming to their entire team.
I mean,
And
the buff got rid of right away. The turtle buff was removed, but it's okay. It was just on a Kufra in the first place. Not that it matters. Too much.
it's still money.
Yeah.
But that was a good steal, nonetheless. And a bit of a scuffle here between Wilson and JP.
Just try and run him down. Jawhead not feeling too confident. That is still a turret in this 6-minute mark. So respecting.
Yeah, if it dived in, the rest of Sunsparks would easily rotate him because they're already positioned.
And still space created. JP will have to regen. Spend 30 seconds to a minute of his time just walking back to base.
Yeah, that's going to be his presence not in the game as well, if anything at all.
Plus JP, I mean, Ling is a hero that just moves around so quickly, so those 30 seconds actually matter a lot more than other heroes per se. Like, for example, if that was a Granger, if that was a carry, the time difference, the opportunity cost wouldn't be that much, what's the term? That much heavy.
That much heavy.
That much heavy.
And if you're a Ling, really, your main role here is to try to pick off the squishier people in the side of your opponents, and that is something that the Ling has been trying to do and has been consistently doing.
He's 2-0-2 with the Bounty Hunter emblem. I think he's feeling good right now.
Yeah, he's really making sure that his bounty is all over the world now. Not over the world, but you know, his money is flowing, so to speak.
Yes.
I remember that Natalia Ling pick because that kind of makes sense because Natalia's going to be scouting ahead and Ling would just zone in on whoever's there.
The knock up here. Shiny Cutie will be there. Wilson caught in a bad spot over here. Will be knocked further back. That one will try to do something, but the sustain is not going to be enough. KillDJ trying to go for a re-engage. Kilowash is there as well, but Pepper, he wants to go for a green. He wants that Diggy. He will get it. Knock up onto Jiraxu as well from Raflesia. Beautifully done. Ling is there as well. The damage, the cleanup is going to be beautiful. Ling will just do what he wants right now.
And it's just going to be Wilson on his own. He's going to try to eject Kilowash. Does secure a kill. He will not secure another one here because Raflesia is going to end him out. That's going to be the mid lane turret going down. Cost potentially the tier 2 turret, but Zas is already up. His Nightmare's going to be there.
The target prioritization on Sunsparks right now is just so good.
Oh, Tempest the Blades.
The disrespect from Ling. I'm going to go at you. I don't care if you're a Zask in your third turret. I'm just going to dive.
And that is how BSB is going to lose their game today. At the very least, because this is vintage Sunsparks. They're applying a lot of pressure across the map. They're making sure that BSB won't be going for the trade.
What are you doing, my friend? So I'm confused. Gap one will follow. They are going in one by one right now. Jirax trying to man up on his gate. JP, it will work. JP, it's his turn to overextend. But Sunsparks, they don't have the damage without him. They cannot take the turtle without JP.
And this is what's good about Jiraxno on that Kimmy. He knows that Kimmy can just kite anybody for days. And he's trying his best to just make sure that everybody is away from him. But looking at how Sunspark's composition is built up, they are built to closing the distance towards Jiraxno.
Kilowash up close and personal with Wilson just like that. And with the two tanky boys, they're just going to emote. They know they can't kill each other.
They eventually would.
They eventually would, but you know, it's like 1 minute maybe of trading blows. 2 minutes.
I'd say 2.
2 minutes, there we go.
It's going to be the Enhanced Lord.
Lord is up here, Ling.
That's not the Enhanced Lord, yeah, it's just the Lord.
It's just the level 1 Lord. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the level 1 Lord.
Still just the level 1 Lord.
I thought we were like 11 minutes into
the
game.
turtle still wasn't. The turtle wasn't secured, unfortunately. Trevor, he's trying to look for an angle. Spots out the Fleisha. Cap 1 is there as well, but what the Rafaela? Oh, look at this Kilowash! What are you doing? He is just, just getting into their heads. BSB, what are you gonna do? I have Radiant stacks. I will just do whatever you want, but no. Ejector into the turret. He will fall. That is the immortality, and he will drop again. The space, was it worth it though? Yes, it was, as KillDJ picks up that Lord. Cap 1 trying to do something. Shiny Cutie will fall. Wilson, the space was real from Kilowash, and they're gonna clean up. The Fleisha will take out Kimmy here. Wilson to follow, and JP, he's just doing what he wants.
A wipeout.
That was a 5-2.
That one play by Kilowatt. Hey, I'm gonna be here in the base. Everybody on the side of BSB
they ran back.
and their
They
mom,
ran back.
They ran back for Kilowatt.
They ran back, spent so much spells just for Uranus, but whew, KillBJ got the cleanup perfectly afterwards alongside JP, and then he wants to go for it. Shaded Curie will fall here. Cap 1 will follow, and this is looking to be the game right now for Sunsparks, with the Lord on their side as well. Pepper trying to find something, anything for the side of BSB, won't find any, as the ultimate from Diggy is just beautiful, and Rafaela will fall. I didn't really see the point of Rafaela in this game, unfortunately. They're just gonna go for the win. Sunsparks, we want it quick and easy, and we have it at 11 minutes.
That is game number 1. Sunsparks hyper confident in this game. They're making sure that the newcomers know that if you want to be in the MPL, you're gonna have to step up your game. You're coming up against
if you wanna run with the big boys, you gotta come to play. And Sunsparks, they just schooled BSB right now.
They got schooled real bad as well. That's utter and complete disrespect from that Uranus player.
They just knew exactly, okay, I'm gonna go here. They'll take probably 10 seconds to kill me, and then they'll be split up. Because the communication from BSB was obvious. Like 2 or 3 heroes was on the turtle side, on the Lord side. And then they went. The others went. So it was a split-up fight all the way just for Uranus.
It's not even a split-up fight because the rest of the team went towards
They tried to follow, They tried to follow.
That was a good bait.
Got into them.
That was a good bait, but I want to see what
That
our
was
analysts...
a beautiful bait. Not
Very
just a
beautiful.
good bait.
You know, I just want to see what our analysts can say about that, so I'll throw it on over to Leo.
One goes to Sunsparks. Maraming salamat sa ating mga casters, of course, delivering to you guys the action. Broadcasting live from the MPL Arena. Pepper, nanonood tayo kanina from the stands. At nakita natin, parang hindi pa namamagay si Kuya mo JP
Hindi pa nga. And as predicted, Sunsparks, with the lineup kasi, ang ganda ng lineup ng Sunsparks doon dahil nga they can defend and sustain while Ling is doing his job, and the Kilowatt move there at the almost end just made it through for the Sunsparks to get the Lord again.
Inside the base, pinasok talaga nila. And grabe, IQ 500 play yun, mga kaibigan. They took their time, and it was just a matter of time before the Ling went ham. Midnight, what happened in that game?
It's BSB not realizing what their priorities are. Yung ano lang doon mo lang makikita sa Uranus play na ginawa ni Kilowatt. Mind you, si Kimi, ang hinahanap niya rito is si Ling. Lahat sila actually hinahanap si Ling. Once na makita nila nasan si Uranus, doon sila sa kabila maglalaro. Yung ginawa ni Kilowatt, it spells to us na hindi talaga alam ng BSB kung ano yung priorities nila. Wala na yung Uranus at Lord Why not contest there? Dapat doon na sila nagpunta, hinayaan na si Kilowatt. Anong gagawin na isang Uranus na nasa base? Kakaklear niya lang ng minion wave. Ginawa niya na yung trabaho niya, nadagdagan pa kasi napabalik yung BSB sa base nila.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of moments here wherein we see BSB playing to Sunsparks game.
Yeah.
And sobrang laking, sabihin natin, swing nun when we started to see na pinapasok na lang ni JP si Shider Cutie. Yeah. And of course, nung sinagot ng BSB yung pagpasok ni Kilowatt doon sa base nila.
Yeah, tsaka I have to say, this is one of the most underwhelming performances of a Jawhead. Ilang beses na natin nakikita the Jawhead and Uranus matchup that favors the Jawhead side. Kasi the thing about that matchup is kahit anong gawin ni Uranus, wala siyang trade-off. Nag-i-stay lang siya sa lane. Jawhead, kapag ayaw niyang lapitan yung Uranus, he cuts the wave. Dun siya sa likod. Tapos, after that, he goes to his teammates para makapag-regroup and makaharap sila ng objectives. One man up kagad yung BSB dapat lagi. The thing about that is hindi sila nakahanap ng ganong opportunity kasi laging nauuna ng priorities si Uranus. Lagi siya nauuna na makapag-clear ng minion wave and nauuna pa siyang sumama sa kampi niya compared to the Jawhead.
Yep, and I think towards the late game, well, technically, mid-game pa lang
mid-game.
The game ended under 12 minutes.
Timing pa niling to
If I'm not mistaken, the Kimi, I think a lot of the side of BSB here ay nakalaan kay Kimi. Si Jirax nung inaasahan nila. But the thing is, if a Ling is going crazy just like this, there's only so much that Akimi can do.
Yeah.
Konti lang kanyang tamaan at some point.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. This is a very hard Kimi game. Again, it's a Ling eh. Hard counter sila yung kay Kimi kasi abot na abot niya yung backlines. Problem is, hindi talaga natrabaho ng BSB yung early game. They poured all their resources to try and take down the X-Borg and the Kufra. Problem is, hindi yun yung target mo eh. The target mo is either cut the waves, get the +1 wave against the Uranus, then tsaka ka maghanap ng objective. Pero hindi. Nilaruan nila yung X-Borg tsaka Kufra.
Yep, which then again enabled our smart match MVP, JP on that Ling. 11, 1, and 6. Binigyan niya ng isang BSB.
Oo.
One time lang.
Grabe, yung confidence itong batang to. Imagine yung Zas kanina, nakita lang niya, uy, kakalapag lang ng alaga, pwede kong pasukin to. In 2 seconds, burado yung Zas.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, this is our season MVP of Season 4.
Oh, yeah.
JP
Yeah.
with his Gushan, now showing a little bit of a versatility. Nag-flex siya. Sabi, kaya ko rin mag-jungler
Kahit
assassin.
bata ako, laban to.
And at this point, veterano na siya.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been here for a few seasons. Pepper, I need to ask you here, what do we need to do for BSB para makabawi dito? Para maka-game 3. Sabi nga ni Butters, feeling niya raw game 3 eh.
For BSB, they need to focus on the objectives. Like what happened, Kiluash made the unknown play there.
Distracting, eh, no?
Distracting play, and they all went there. And the Lord was already getting hit by Sunspark.
Okay, well, makapag-initan na ngayon ng BSB ang carries more than the tanks here on the side of Sunsparks. Let's go into Game 2's draft here. BSB gonna be on the play. Sasagot ang Sunsparks. Selena out for BSB. Still fearing for Greed. Sunsparks naman, tanggalan natin si Cap ng Grok.
This is still the respect from BSB. Kailangan mo i-warrant eh. Nakita natin yung display ng experience ng Sunsparks kanina. Again, sinabi ni Bautes kanina, you have the damage, we have the experience. Alam na alam ng Sunsparks kung paano laruin yung mga heroes na to. Even though nag-underperform si Greed on that specific hero, it still shows up a lot. Kasi kapag, malay mo, good day ni Greed ngayon, di ba? Tapos biglang naging sobrang nakakatakot si Selena. So BSB, they need to pay respects to Sunsparks.
And I think this is at least some show of confidence from BSB. Nalalaroin pa namin yung laro namin.
Yeah.
We're not gonna try to answer you from Game 1. And as they did, just like in Game 1, tinanggal nila yung Cecilion. Sunsparks though, Trevor, get off that diggy. Right? Pepper, kanina bago tayo magsimula ng draft, we were talking about what BSB has to do. Malipat naman tayo. Sunsparks, meron silang momentum. They can finish this early. Pwedeng 2-0 agad dito. How can we see that? Anong kailangan gawin ng Sunsparks para mag 2-0?
Sunspark, I think, will still go for... They could go for the same Ling play. Kasi from what we see here, Jawhead is taken by BSB instead of taking some core heroes.
Jawhead muna. Mainit ang Jawhead, no? Okay, well, Sunsparks, I don't think they... I'll disagree with you na konti, ha? Hindi na pwede. Kasi BSB, the way I see it, hindi sila yung team na pwede mong ulit-ulitin lang agad, eh. They learn very quick. But, I might just eat my words again. Kausap mo ba yung Sunsparks kanina? Kausap mo sila kanina, eh.
Well, walang ano eh. Walang digi. And ngayon, makukuha pa ng Sunsparks yung Valier. So, protektado si Ling from the Jawhead. One of the biggest problem ni Ling dito is kapag bumaba siya, ang daming control. The Jawhead and yung mga heroes like Cho, kailangan mong isipin yung factor na yun. Now, nakita ng Sunsparks, oy, Jawhead lang. Counter it up with a Valier. Then suddenly, this is one of the freest games of Ling.
Wow. Okay, well, it's just a matter of time, and it seems like BSB is going to force this lineup once more. Jawhead, Kimi, ano pa makikita natin? Are we gonna see more of the last game? Pero hindi. It looks like nanaawan sila. Nanaawan nila si Kiluash ng Cho, pero he doesn't care anymore. Still, it's the Uranus.
This is the typical answer of BSB. Sabi nila, okay, kung kailangan natin ng extra control. Si Cho, again, one of the valid melee heroes against the Valier kasi yung knockback, ang laking factor pa rin nun. And abot niya kasi yung likuran, kahit pa sabihin mong tinutulak siya ni Valier, wala siyang pakialam doon. Ngayon, BSB, they're forced to run the dual fighter setup with the marksman of Kimi. So, dalawang support na lang hinahanap natin. The problem is, limitado yung hero pool nila dito kasi Sunsparks, they have the bans here on their side. And I don't think na hindi sapat yung damage sila against the Uranus, pero they do have the win condition na ito yung pinapatak mo ng SGD, yung 3-lane setup. Kayang-kaya nila kontrolin yung 3 lane. Isang problema lang nila is wala na yung Digi, wala na yung Nana, Lolita na lang yung natitirang choice.
Yep, and by the looks of it, yung Lolita, it's not even gonna be the best. Nanakawan pa ng Sunsparks. Ladies and gentlemen, BSB is finding themselves stuck between a rock and a hard place. Pepper, we were talking about what heroes are available kanina and sobrang late na nito. Nabanggit ni Midnight, kailangan na lang siguro na lang frontliners. Sino pa ba natitira? Kaya pa ba lumabas dito ni Minotaur? Kaya pa ba lumabas dito ni Hylos?
This is gonna be hard for BSB kasi nag-focus na agad sila on countering Ling sa Joed and Cho. So, ayan, support Estes, maybe.
Pwede pa. Pwede pa. But Sunsparks might even pick up the Baksha here. Still possible.
Oh! Okay.
Throwback. Throwback to.
So, I do think na Cup 1 on Estes and Trevor on the Jawhead. So, we'll have Wilson on the Joe, one of his signature heroes alongside the Tams, and Strider QT back on his signature hero. Mind you, this is one of the hardest counter-scaling. Yung lineup na hindi mo kayang patayin during your ultimate.
Here we go. Sunsparks are going to be trying to fill up their mid lane or another support here. Pero mga mid nga, it's going to be the Zask.
Zask.
Shoutout pala kay Manjin.
Yep, mayroon tayong mga caster na nanonood niyan
Walang
sa
trabaho
audience.
Walang trabaho.
Again, guys, sobrang saya dito sa MPL Arena. I suggest you guys come on down. Again, MPL Arena, yan lang lalagay ninyo sa paborito nyong transpo app. And now we have our final lineups. I need to ask our panelists here. Pepper, Midnight, kanino kayo papanig ngayon? Still batting 100%, Pepper. Let's ask you first. Sunsparks or BSB?
I'm going for Sunsparks still with the Ling lineup and the push and segue of Ling, of course.
At saka parang ang ganda eh. Mas solid to kaysa last game,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
definitely.
Midnight, do you agree now?
I do think this is still a draft win for BSB. Medyo naipit sila sa last pick na Sunsparks eh. I do like yung mga hinover nilang heroes, the Gord and the Zask. It's one of the the fewer options para masagot nila Esmeralda ni Shardar Cutie. Then again, problem is kukulangin sila sa damage. There's an S-test at this time for the side of BSB.
Parang yun yung parati na ginagawa, no?
Lagi na lang.
They've proven us wrong in game 1 in this best of 3. I'm gonna have to go with my gut here and say Sunsparks. Parang I gotta flip the coin. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump into the game, courtesy of our casters. What do you guys think? Let's go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2, Sunsparks and BSB. I am Swarly. Joining me is Nomad. The panel, they got Sunsparks again. How about you, Mr. Nomad?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it is going to be a Sunsparks. I mean, whoever takes game number 1 will have a momentum going into game number 2. And it feels like this might be another 2-0 game. I don't think BSB has it in them just yet.
You know, it's not very successful when a team tries to force a strategy that has already lost. We're going with the Jawhead Kimmy again, which wasn't too successful. Midnight did say that it was the most underwhelming performance he's seen from a Jawhead in a while.
Yeah, and let's also consider that this is Shider's Esmeralda. So it might be a complete change-up because the way the Shider plays Esmeralda during the qualifiers was superb. Always looking for team fights and always looking for those sure, chaotic, you can burst out anybody.
And Esmeralda has fallen off quite a bit when it comes to relevance, but in the right scenarios, that hero can still shine. So let's see if BSB can force this game number 3.
I mean, they have it in them. I mean, they do have Estes that can provide a lot of sustain when it comes to prolonged team fights, and that's where Esmeralda shines. Esmeralda always looks for the prolonged team fights. She wants to make sure that she builds up a lot of armor in order for her to last long in team fights. And that's what Estes is there for, to make sure that she's going to get sustained. I mean, yeah, Jawhead Kimmy also a huge factor into this. If it's going to be a prolonged team fight, and if Jawhead can just protect Kimmy as much as he can, as well as Estes, I feel like Kimmy can deal a significant amount of damage the same way that Esmeralda can.
Supposedly, if that does happen, then BSB has a winning chance here. Well, they do have a winning chance, whatever you look at it. Do you remember when Esmeralda used to have like full life bar shields?
Yeah, it's not green
that
anymore.
feels so long ago now.
It's pure gray. That was nightmare inducing.
That was first pick material Esmeralda. That was what, a couple seasons ago?
A couple of seasons.
A couple of seasons. Shiner Cutie on point. They're going for the Esmeralda right here, right now. Rafflesia will just poke him away. Will secure that buff for themselves. At least Kilowash. Still not gonna be a killable target this early on.
Yeah, and Capcom's just chasing him. Get off me,
It's just asserting dominance right now. That's what they're doing. There's no real kill threat among them right now, but if they're scared into going into a particular area, then you get in their heads. Top lane, Wilson. Wilson, nice knockout with the Jit Kundo. Will be enough to deter the offense of Sunsparks over here. Kitty also in a very good spot. Could have been flanked by Greed there. if he wasn't there. So nice little play for BSB to keep the kills at 0.
And they are going to keep it that way. They're not going to be giving away any kills because as soon Sunsparks has been playing this game so far with as soon as we get a kill, let's convert objectives and then start making the small ball bigger and bigger. That's how Sunsparks is playing. Speaking of getting a kill,
one. Where's the ejector backwards? Not gonna find it. That was odd, but they're gonna spot out JP here, and JP is just gonna get away.
they know where he is.
They know where he is. Top lane has already been pushed out here. Wilson in kind of a trouble
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Not
you're dead.
just in kind of
You're
trouble.
dead.
Ooh, yes.
Blood.
First blood will go in the hands of the Valier. Heating up this early on for Creed.
Yeah, the Valier passive just really painful because as long as you have like the flames completed,
the 3 stacks
you're
on
gonna
the passive.
you're gonna die regardless.
Yeah.
Like they can do a little Kobe, fade away, walk back.
Yeah, you don't look back at the
Splash.
explosion.
Oh, nice check by
Cap
Cap1.
one.
Oh, the middle blast.
Wow, just deleted Trevor.
Kill.
Following suit as well, Jiraxio trying to make something happen, not gonna be able to, unfortunately. Greed still lingering in the area. Wave of the Dragon into the turret. It's gonna be nice. They're gonna find Greed, but he's still surviving through it all. He got through his spells as well.
Oh,
But JP will find the return kill here.
A bit greedy there. Magic survived though.
A bit greedy, but it is in his namesake, so not surprising as well.
I mean, it was a trade, and that converts into a turret as well. And that may potentially be a
This is going to be the second
Turn
turret for Sun Sparks against a lineup which has a Kimmy. You know, when you have a Kimmy, you want to be going for these turrets early, but unfortunately, not going to happen. But that was a good Tempest of Blades from JP, and Greed did overstay his welcome here.
yeah, he did. Got waved the dragon there. Shider Cutie.
I think
Just, I mean JP. I mean, sorry, JP was trying to push his luck. He tried to go for Cho there. Then Kim, he knows for a fact that as long as Kimmy's still there, he can't jump in, and he already used his Tempest Blade, so there's no way that he can evade all those damage.
he can't disengage properly without it. And yeah, and Shider Cutie unfortunately didn't. I mean, they didn't kill off Greed as fast as they wanted in that last fight from the Way of the Dragon, because he still got to throw some spells down. And because of that, Shider Cutie still fell, which was a bit unfortunate for BSB, I have to say. But it is what it is.
It is what it is, and I'm liking the Sun Sparks composition where they just immediately went for Valor, where Valor is just going to be able to knock anybody back. That's withstanding the flame shot. Can
And he has a
stun
flame
anybody.
shot.
He has a flame shot. He also has another flame shot, and he has a stun, and he can dish out a lot of damage. And his ultimate will cleanse him of any CCs, and all his cooldowns are going to come right back up, and he can just keep spamming. And that will be when Ling would be diving in, or the other way around.
And it's interesting that Valier has a very high ban rate in our meta right now, and it got through. Valier got through in the first phase, which was pretty surprising, and Valier just showing why he's such a good hero.
And we're still going to be waiting for these teams to get back into the game, and we are going to get back into the game right now.
Get back into the game. 1-4, 3 minutes into the game. 2,000 goal lead in favor of Sunsparks, and they want to push the tempo even further. They might even get this buff here.
Luminal Blast not going to be connected to anybody. It's just
Zoning. That was a zoning Luminum Blast.
Yeah. You don't want to get caught there, but KLBJ is going to get caught.
By the turret. I mean, by the pet.
Yeah.
By the... What do you call it?
The baby.
The baby's ask.
The baby's ass.
The baby's
the
ass.
nightmare. That's the problem.
The baby's ask, and the turtle will be secured by Sunsparks. And 3 minutes in, this is just all Sunsparks all the way right now.
Yeah, we're not seeing any swing of momentum here. It is already a 3,000 gold lead. Well, 2,000, almost 3,000 gold lead by Sunsparks. Top one in tight spot will be choosing to disengage.
He is fine. But what we were expecting to see from the sustain, from that Estes, and that Esmeralda, not really. It's lacking right now. Wilson will be scared off here by Kilowash. He'll emote away, so he's still feeling good. You know, it's all when players are emoting, you know their game, their mentality is still.
Yeah.
all right.
Oh no, that's gonna be the Gundo into the spray down. Spray down. I mean.
But that was all 5 heroes from the side of BSB. And they're going to get a favorable trade over here in the bot lane because it's a threat for a threat. JP is still there in the area.
Oh, they got two cannon minions as well.
Ooh.
So they can easily get the tier 2
This
turret
is
as well.
going to be a perfect timing from them, but they want to go for the trade, but Sunsparks won't push as fast in the bot lane. JP can try to slow it down, but he'll be super, like, he has to be careful. He has to be careful. If he oversteps his bounds, he's just going to pop. He's just going to die. A bit of there's a lot of soft pauses right now, but players want to make sure that they don't play this with any sort of latency.
Yeah, they are going to be. They're just going to make sure that they're on tip-top form, and BSB can also use this opportunity to just regain their composure, try to
talk about what
breathe
they
talk about what they did. They can just relax.
They have to talk about their initial goals for the next 5 minutes. They don't talk long term. They want to find how they can at least equalize this game right now.
Equalizing in the game is all about just regaining back map control. That's the name of the game that Sunsparks has been doing, and they cleared off the tier 1 turrets cleanly without any problems on the side of BSB. And Sunsparks was aiming for that bottom tier 2 turret, and that's the same thing that BSB is doing. But at the same time, BSB needs to be focusing on the tier 1 turrets in the mid lane and in the bottom lane so that they can freely rotate in all parts of the map without any problems. Because Sunsparks, they have just been sniping everybody. Like, as soon as one guy's, I mean, for sure, it's going to be the big team fights that catch everybody off guard. But if given a chance and somebody's alone on the side of BSB, lane's going to be diving in, just eliminate them.
That is one way, one thing you can actually call a Ling, a sniper. You know, if you got caught out in a bad spot, you're just going to get killed.
Yeah, the fact that Link can just move from point A to point B in like 5 seconds.
He holds like an area, a zone of control within the map where he can parkour across.
Yeah.
And if you go there, if you misstep in that particular area, you're just going to get Tempest of Blades.
Yeah, and considering the fact that you don't have good map control, Ling will just be able to control you anytime you go into his zone of control.
Exactly. And
dive in.
And JP showing he is one hell of a Ling. 20% win rate. Not on my watch. I'm going to up it.
Yeah, let's improve the win rate of Ling.
Let's improve the win rate. And lower the win rate of Kimmy and Jawhead while we're at it, you know.
Jawhead and Kimmy did, you know, a bit of a strike on their win rate. But it's not all the time that they've been picked together, though.
Yeah, that's true. But still, they could be pushing into 60% if this goes on. But JP will just watch as his turret falls. But like you said, the turret will fall much, much faster for the blue side.
Yeah, they're just gonna leave it alone, and they might actually.
They didn't see anyone. They know they're rotating towards the bot lane.
Yeah.
It's kind of good spot here.
Oh, flame shot being thrown.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Not connecting anybody. Numinal Blast is going to connect on the tree. And that is going to be a big team fight for Sunsparks, taking a double kill there. That's very unfortunate. The Numinal Blast timing couldn't have been better for Sunsparks.
The shot calling from Sunsparks was just beautiful there. They knew they could just leave the turret so they can get into position for that mid fight. If they stayed for that turret, the fight would have gone totally different, I feel.
Completely different.
That 5 seconds, that 5 second split second decision making, Sunsparks definitely showing that they can make the right calls.
Man,
Turtle
Wilson was
resurrecting
just
soon.
really off in this.
Wilson, we're talking about the zone of control here. You're going into JP's territory, and if you go into JP's territory, you will be punished.
And that is why you try to get map control. Well, you know,
And Wilson is trying very, very hard. He's 0-3 and 2. Most of his deaths were by himself.
By himself, or if he just, yeah, he made a misplay there. He didn't connect with the Jeet Kune-Do initially. If he caught 3 guys on that Jeet Kune-Do earlier on when they were rotating on towards the mid, they could have just capitalized on that small microsecond, a nanosecond that they've been stunned. That's where Tragic Cutie can come in, but that's going to go to way of the Dragon onto JP. JP's finally going to go down. Numinal Blast going to get charged up. Not going to be connecting to anybody at all because they are going to be protected.
Trevor will fall here. Cap1 wants to go further. Aflasia will be the first to fall here. And BSB are trying to make something happen. And they are getting scraps right now. It's 2 kills on to Ling and Raflesia, but they need a lot more.
They need a lot
probably
more.
2 or 3 more
Oh,
clashes.
there goes the falling star moon onto Kilowatt, and I feel like they are going to try to bounce back into this game like Bungie. They are going to do it with those initial 2 kills that they have.
Yeah, and JP was caught out a bit. He stayed like a second too long in the bot lane and he got clicked. And he couldn't jump onto a wall, unfortunately. But still, Sunsparks, they're still in control here. 4,000 gold lead. Items are pouring in.
Request
Pretty
backup.
much in control. And really, Uranus is going to be taking the tier 2 turret. That's going to be devastating for BSB because they're going to be having a hard time pushing forward. And they are going to try to corner this Uranus player.
Wilson will be caught out once again. 4th death here. Can they find a trade-off on the other side of the map? Kilowatt, they can't do anything against him. 1-on-4, he doesn't care. Esmeralda will fall even as the cleanup has arrived. JP is here with his Ling and he is just dominating BSB right now.
And that's why sometimes you'd want to have a Ling on your team, especially if you know that there's going to be a split pusher. Wilson's going to be the split pusher. He wasn't able to split push because Ling can immediately go to wherever he is in the map.
And that's the problem right now for BSB. They tried bringing 5 earlier and it didn't work. Now they're trying to let Wilson split push and it didn't work. So BSB, they're running out of options.
They really are. I feel like if they can steal a Lord, delay everything until Heather Cutie becomes a problem, that just may be it.
But with the way JP is playing, I don't think they're gonna let this game last for another 10 minutes. It's gonna end before 15, I feel.
Like
unless Sunsparks make a very grave mistake.
I feel like it's gonna end in 3.
In 3, yeah, especially with the turtle buff onto JP as well.
One big team fight is all it takes. And there we go again. Cho's going to be split pushing over the top side. Not really something you can do as much.
Oh, there goes he's going right in. Ejector backwards. Over here, he's still tanky though. He doesn't really care too much. But KillVJ, he does. He followed and he is going to pay the price. JP actually followed. He's going to Tempest of Blades and he will get out. That was a close one. If JP stayed, if JP hesitated with the Tempest of Blades there, he probably would have died.
Probably would have, and that's another opening. Another real estate being bought back by BSB. Taking down KillVJ, slight opening, and they are now up for pressure. Wilson managing to survive this aggression from JP and Raflesia, and here comes the rest of BSB.
Good call from Sunsparks to disengage. They knew they were going to help that show because he was lingering. It was kind of a bait maneuver, just trying to stay in that area for a little bit. But KillVJ, unfortunately, following the Kilowatt. Yeah, you're not supposed to follow a Uranus that dives that deep. And he just got deleted.
He really did. And it feels like Wilson is still trying to get a grasp on how to split push. That split push that he did not convert into anything at all. So it's
just space. Just a bit of space. Oh no, this is not space. Wilson will die here.
Sniped!
Woo. Sniped indeed. JP 5-1-6 onto that Ling.
He practically walked into that flame shot.
He did. Okay, they're gonna find JP on the wall, but they're not really gonna be able to do anything about it. Lord is gonna be up in 1 second, and that is gonna be the name of the game for Sunsparks. I feel they're gonna posture for it while Uranus is shoving the waves. After pushing off the bot wave, he shifted over to the mid wave, and this is what glimpses of game 1 again. Look at that, he's fake teleporting in their base right now.
That's what he did during game number 1. He's going to try to see if it's going to happen in game number 2. And a lot of teams are going to be picking this up.
Ooh.
Like, this is what Sunsparks is going to be continuously doing. That's going to be a big team fight coming in. There goes the Tempest of Blades in the backside. Not going to be connecting to anybody. Doomil Blast is not going to be catching anybody at all because he gets pushed back because of that flame shot. But this is going to be Sunsparks going in for the aggression, going in for the juggler here. Trevor is going to go down. Jiraxno, is going to go down. Raflesia still alive. Trevor Wilson still alive. Does actually have the wave. The Dragon is going to be able to take down Raflesia. And JP takes down Wilson. And instead, it is a 4-4-3 trade, and a 1-for-3 trade, and they are going to make it. It's going to be a 1-for-4 trade because Trevor is going to go down, and it's just going to be Jawhead left alive, and that's not going to be enough to defend this.
You know that saying, fool me once, shame on you. fool me twice.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. And that's what happened right now with BSB. They still went for the kill view. They still went for the kill wash bait.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't any minions. Why would you push in? I think that's a bit of a that's not a bit of a questionable play. That is a
It was a questionable play. Sure, they got the Lord, but you know they were split up in that fight once again. Just a bit overcommitment for the BSB side. I mean, it delayed death since they got the Lord, but you know, 5,000 gold behind. Your Esmeralda is 2 and 4.
Yeah, Shredder Kitty's Esmeralda is not really showing up today. And they are going to try to play the ambush game this time around.
Okay, let's see if that will be enough of a bait. But no one is showing, so they're going to be scared.
Both of these guys are waiting for baits.
And they know. Sunsparks know exactly what's up. Greed is positioning himself up front as your support Valier. So he knows something is up.
And speaking of up, Sunsparks is up in terms of kills and gold.
6-18, 13 minutes into the game. Just about to end, if you call it right. Kilowatt
Kilowatt
jumping
diving
right
in.
in,
Oh,
ejector
not again.
back into the base
But he doesn't
again.
care.
He doesn't care. JP finally joining the action.
Moving on. Connecting onto one. Gets stunned. Here comes the Tempest of Blades diving, but not a lot of damage.
Ooh, cap one. Let's see. He will fall as well. Like BSB, they're trying to throw everything at Sunsparks, but Sunsparks, they don't care, especially with Kilowatt. He just falls to a third of his life, and after that, he doesn't care anymore.
That is Sunsparks just aiming for the
Oh, but
juggler here.
JP almost dying there, unfortunately, with the ejector play from the Jawhead, but not going to be enough. Kilowatt will fall here. They will hold momentarily. JP going right back in. Shader Cutie trying to man up in the front line, but he will fall. Double kill now onto Esmeralda. So Shader Cutie finally showing up great over there
back
as well. Raflacia. Ooh, Luminum Blast will connect onto Shader Cutie, and there's going to be game number 2 going in the way of Sunsparks.
And this is vintage Sunsparks just having fun in the game.
Signs of life for BSB towards the tail end, but still it was a little too late for them, unfortunately. And the Jawhead not really working once again. Kimmy as well. You know, you don't get turrets 5 minutes into the game for an objective-based hero. You know something's wrong.
Yeah, and it's the second week, and there's something going on with BSB that's not allowing them to show what they did during the close qualifiers, where they were just able to survive the gauntlet that they were in. But regardless, that's a 2-0 victory in favor of Sunsparks. That's 2 points additional.
Yep, Sunsparks are playing a very clean game right now. So in the future, if you are going to be playing against Sunsparks, make sure you watch out for that Ling, or just ban it right off the bat.
If Ling's going to be part of the meta in the future. But we're going to be throwing it over to Leo and the rest of the desk to find out what's the lowdown in that fight.
At the panelist desk, it's Midnight, Pepper, and of course, Leo. Don't fix what's not broken. Yep. That's one thing. And it seems like yung Jawhead tsaka Kimi, nasasagot na. Not just because you have both doesn't mean you're scot-free. And it looks like it's the same old story from Game 1. Ending this series, ladies and gentlemen, Sunsparks taking it against BSB. Midnight, Pepper, ito yung final record. Parang mas malala to kaysa last game.
Yeah, kasi mas naramdaman nila yung gap ng early to mid game na-establish. Yung dominance na establish ng Sunsparks. Again, hindi invulnerable strategy ang isang Kimi. May mga ways to shut it down. Problem is, hindi ito yung game na yun eh. Talagang nagpakita lang ng experience, raw experience kumagay Sunsparks na kapag hindi nyo ginagawa yung purpose or yung reason behind your lineup, kapag hindi nyo nasusustain yung gustong gawin ni Kimi, talagang mag-fall off kayo sa mid game. And mind you, the biggest timing that a Link can hit is the Raptor Machete plus Endless Battle. Dagdag mo pa yung Berserker's Fury. That time, dun na maglalaro yung Sunsparks. Yes, iffy yung early game ng Sunsparks, pero nung dumating yung timing na yun, it was all them.
Yeah, and sobrang liit lang nung window of time na yun na medyo nahirapan sila.
Yeah.
And now here, 5 minutes in, yung mga laban nila, it's so one-sided. 3 for none trades. Pepper, saan nagkamali dito ang BSB? What should they have done?
BSB siguro yung focus nawala sa sa objectives again. And when it comes to team fights, pagdating sa team fights naman, nagagampanan kasi ng Sunsparks lahat ng roles nila. Like, for instance, si Zaz, pagka merong nag-attempt na pumasok, talagang burst damage agad. Yung Lolita is there to stun anyone who tries to get in. Tapos syempre, si Ling, of course, ang bida pa rin dyan is to hit and eliminate.
Yun nga, medyo napaaga yung isang bigay ng Sunsparks dun sa Ling Death. Isa lang. Isa lang this game. And medyo napaaga siya compared to game 1. But you're right. It came down to, again, it's not that the damage is not enough, but eventually, aabot sila dun eh. Ma-feel nila engage.
Yeah. Yung kasi, yung execution talaga ng BSB dito it lacked so much to the point na yung hinahanap na kulang sa side ng Sunsparks is dumating without ever reaching kung ano man yung timing na iniintay ng BSB. So if you think about it, yung levels ng Sunsparks, umabot na sila sa point na gusto nila. Yung BSB wala pa. Sila yung nag-aabol. Sila yung recovery mode. That's why parang hindi natin nararamdaman yung kulang damage. Don't get me wrong, this draft, kulang talaga sa damage. It's just that mas malaki kasi yung nakukuha ng Sunsparks compared to BSB. And I would just like to highlight si Raflesia dito. Once again, pinapakita niya one of the most improved players of all players dito sa MPL. And I do think you have to watch out for that guy.
And of course, another player to watch out for, our Smart Match MVP of the game. Sabi ni JP, ikaw muna. King, ikaw muna. Kiel VJ on that Zask, sitting at 9-1 and 8. Again, pinapansin namin ni Pepper habang nanonood from the stands. Parang ang layo nung tinatawag ng Zask.
ML na ML eh, no?
Grabe.
Parang gusto umabot sa loob ng base ng BSB. Parang ayoko, wag niyong patasin. Gusto ko sila patayin.
Yeah, and besides his amazing performance here, makikita natin yung versatility ni Zask. Sabi natin kanina, yung Dominator, pwede mo siyang pang-initiate at saka pwede mo rin pang-escape.
Exactly. Kasi you would think na kailangan ni Zask ng flicker, but that is after using the ultimate, which is pag nagamit niya ng ultimate, it's either you're dead or
nakatakas na siya.
Yeah, and you mentioned kung may flicker. Pero minsan hindi mo na kailangan which is in this game.
Kapag ikaw yung naghahabol.
Naka-flame shot siya. So it's an aggressive jump in. So ladies and gentlemen, una nating laban sa araw na ito. It's going to be 2-0 going to Sunsparks. And our champions here showing us exactly why the sun is the center of the universe. Nakatakot, diba? Kailangan mo panoorin.
Pero guys, hindi center ng universe ng sun.
I mean, not the universe, our galaxy, our solar system. Let's put it at that. But right now, this is one of our teams to watch out for besides Blacklist International. But before we go ahead and jump into a break, we'd like to ask our special guest here, Pepper, how was your experience so far of being a part of MPL?
Very exciting. Ang saya dito sa MPL, tsaka very friendly lahat ng tao dito. Ang saya.
Of course. And besides, jumping into the MPL minsan here and there, where can we catch you?
Facebook page. Ako si Pepper live sa Facebook, streaming daily. If you wanna have good vibes or enjoy, tambay lang kayo sa stream natin.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, our guest panelist for today. Ako, si Pepper. Before we move on, we would like to thank our sponsors as well. This is presented to you by Smart, of course, our official sponsor. Realme Smartphones, official gaming headset partner, Logitech, and this whole thing, the MPL Season 5, is organized by Moonton. Coming up next, before we go ahead and introduce our next matchup, we would like to check out our top 5 plays of the series brought to you by Realme. Let's go check that out now.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network. Fighting Kimmy! Let the weak melt away! Legendary! Double kill! Legendary! Double kill! Triple kill! You have slain an enemy! Ally has been double kill! Triple kill! Maniac! An enemy has been slain! Your team destroyed a turret! Legendary! Attack! Double kill!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Only love and night are everlasting.
Hi everyone, our hero in this episode is Cecilion, the Embrace of Night. The more damage he deals, the stronger he becomes. He is also capable of dealing burst damage. Now, follow me and master his gameplay within 3 minutes. In the choice of equipment, we highly recommend this set. While dealing burst damage, Cecilion as a mage also consumes a lot of mana. Therefore, Clock of Destiny, Demon Shoes, and Lightning Truncheon can greatly increase his durability. After obtaining the equipment above, you need to prioritize Concentrated Energy and Blood Wings to enhance Cecilion's survivability during close quarter combat. Finally, Holy Crystal will be really useful in greatly enhancing his already explosive damage. Each time Cecilion hits a target, his max mana will be increased. Moreover, his skill damage boosts as his mana increases. That's why he gets stronger each time he deals damage. Activate his first skill to increase his movement speed when escaping, chasing after enemies, or simply trying to move quickly. Of course, don't use it continuously as this skill consumes a lot of mana. In the laning phase, Cecilion is quite advantageous as his attack range is very long. After reaching level 2, activate his second skill and then use the first skill to deplete and suppress enemies. It may be a little bit hard for Cecilion to use his first skill alone to hit targets. However, combined with the crowd control effect generated by the second skill, no one can escape. In mid and late game, when teamfights burst out frequently, it is wise for Cecilion to activate his ultimate in advance to slow enemies down. Then he can use combo in sequence with first, second, and then back to first skill again to control enemies and deal sustained damage. Cecilion can deal explosive damage by continuously activating first skill when in team combat. In early to mid-game, Cecilion needs time to farm in order to increase his max mana. Therefore, he can deal more damage and activate his first skill more frequently. So please, be patient during this stage. In late game, when teamfights burst out frequently, please choose a good spot to make full use of Cecilion's long-range attack and crowd control ability. In cooperation with allies, it's easy to snag victory in teamfights. That's all for the new hero. Stay tuned to Road to Mythic and rank up as you wish. See you next episode.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Realme 5i, quad camera battery king, Realme smartphone. Dare to leap.
It's time
to go to the NFT show for some fun. We can be good friends, indeed. You know, magic will deeply connect us all. Come on, let's play some games, please.
First blood, double kill. Triple kill, mega kill. Monster kill. Shut down. Legendary. Double kill. Has been destroyed. Maniac.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Still waiting for your epic battle? Wait no more. Make the switch to Smart LTE. And experience greatness with the country's fastest mobile data network.
Still swords run deep. Alone.
Unstoppable! An enemy has been slain.
Upon thy blade.
Legendary!
Upon thy blade.
Double kill. Legendary! An ally has turret has been destroyed. Legendary! Request backup.
Smell a good powder in the morning. One shot, one kill.
An ally has been legendary. Mega kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Legendary! An ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Godlike!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
sa MPL Season 5 at nandito ngayon sa inyong harapan, Kiel VJ from Sunspark, nakakapanalo lang. Another flawless victory para sa kanilang team. Kiel, kamusta?
Okay lang po, masaya.
Mukhang masayang-masaya nga. Pero pwede bang bigyan mo naman kami ng konting thoughts about the game, X-board, then I think yung isa mong ginamit, sobrang ramdam na ramdam talaga dun sa game number 2 eh. Bigyan mo naman ng thoughts, lalo na yung mga nanonood online.
Wala. Hindi ko alam sasabihin.
Ganon lang kasimple. Wala. Actually, give you an information mga kaibigan. Nag-usap kami bago nagsimula to. Ang sabi sa akin ni Kel BJ, may time na ayaw nilang mag-MVP kasi ayaw nilang ma-interview dito sa inyong harapan. Pero, eto na lang. Another flawless victory na naman for Sunspark. Nauulit, gaya ng sabi ko sa introduction kanina, parang nauulit lang sa Season 4. Ngayon, meron ka bang sasabihin sa mga susunod na mga kalaban ng Sunsparks?
Huwag niyo pawakan ng buff, ng link si JPD kasi ako makahawak ng buff.
Huwag niyong pagamitin si Ling. Autoban for Sunspark daw ang Ling dahil hindi nagkakaroon ng buff si Kel VJ. But kidding aside, any final shoutouts lalo na sa mga sumusuporta sa Sunsparks?
Shoutout sa mga boss namin, kay Ate Ricis, kay Spaghetti, sa family ko sa Cavite, yun lang po.
Iyon. Maraming salamat kay LVJ and please do enjoy the show. Pero ngayon, mga kaibigan, I would like to call here on stage isa sa pinakamalupit na hero ng Mobile Legends. Pag pinipik to, napapakamot ang ulo ng lahat. Baby call on stage dito, Miss Laila. Yes, madam. Medyo feeling ko mas marami ka pang fan kaysa sa mga pro players natin. Ito lang tatanong ko sa iyo, Miss Laila. Pero first question ko, nag-EML ka ba?
Opo.
Oy! May nagmamahal agad. Nag-EML siya. Bigyan mo naman kami. Siguro itatanong ko lang. Kasi pag sa rank game, pag pinili yung Laila, automatic cancer. Paano? Anong masasabi mo sa ganon?
Siguro kasi si Laila yung first hero. So, yung mga bagong players, Laila yung pinipik. So, wala silang ibang choice.
Wala kayong ibang choice. Pero kung ganito ba yung Laila, ipipik nyo ba? O, yun na nga sinasabi ko. Pero kidding... Laila Tank, okay. Pero kidding aside, kunin na namin, tatawagin na namin yung mga nanalo ng lanyard and as well shirt na hatid sa atin ng ating sponsor na Smart. Okay, yung mga una kong tatawagin, please stay on my left, our winner of our lanyards. First, Jericho Oliver. Would you want ikaw ang tumawag sa kanila, Miss Laila?
Marian Villegas, John Patrick Ragudo, Alan Joseph Supledo, and Erickson Centeno Balahadya. For shirts naman po, si Peter Abilar Lau, then John Ray, Erenea, then Terence Tulabot, Crystal May Sabando, and Aaron Lopez Alfaro.
Alright, let me go ahead. Please join us here on stage yung mga tinawag na pangalan and please don't be shy. Okay, please join us here on stage. So, yung mga lanyard winners natin on my left. Your name, sir? All right. Crystal May Saband. And you sir? John Ray Erine. Okay. So we only have 6. So meron tayong 4 na hindi I think they're not wala na sila dito sa MPL Arena. We do have backup mga kaibigan. So we still lacking of 4 individuals dito sa harap. So let me call Christian Paulo Asi and Maria Joylyn Lamayo. They're still present here. Okay, please stay on my left. Stephen Joshua Roque, John Ava Gabriel Valdenuesa, and Ram Bismarck Macandog. Your name, sir? Alright, so I think natawag na natin yung iba, hindi present. Pero syempre mamaya ulit on the next break, we will be calling more winners para sa ating Smart. Pero I think we have huddle up, may photo lang tayo. And siguro, sige, photo muna tayo, picture. Alright, thank you so much guys. And Miss Laila, maraming salamat for joining us later ulit. Pero ito. Alright, mga kaibigan, wag na nating patagalin. Kilalanin na natin agad ang mga maglalaro for our second series. It's gonna be Geek Fam versus Bren Esports. First, let me introduce you to the team who is still trying to find their composure back here on MPL Season 5. Let us all welcome here on stage, Geek Fam! Captain Why Not? CKTD, Curtizy, Jayo, Exhort, May, and Coach Vash. And now for our second team. Let me introduce you to one of the teams who haven't lost a single series dito sa MPL Season 5. And just to rub it in, yung dalawang tinalo lang naman nila is the grand champion and the second placer of MPL Season 4. Now, let us all welcome here on stage, Bren Esports! Starting with Lusty, Carl TC, Captain Few, Rebo, Coco, EJ, and Coach Ducky. Mukhang mainit si Coach Ducky. Okay, pero bago ang lahat, kausapin muna natin ang coach ng Geek Fam. Coach Vash, kamusta?
Okay lang.
Okay, medyo it's been a hard and rough 2 weeks para sa Geek Fam. Anything you would like to add? Ano na ba yung mga nabago? I'm pretty sure na pinag-aralan nyo na lahat what actually happened. Now, Geek Fam, on your third series, kamusta na?
Medyo struggle lang kami kung anong strat yung gagamitin ng team. Hindi namin mahanap yung fit. Siguro, nag-try kahapon habang pinapanood din namin sila. I think meron naman kaming hinanda ngayon.
Merong hinanda ang Geek Fam at yan ang ating aabangan mga kaibigan. Maraming salamat Coach Bash. Pero nandito tayo ngayon sa mainit na isa pang coach ng Bren Esport. Mas malakas pa ang hiyawan kaysa sa mga players nito mismo. Coach Ducky, kamusta?
Okay lang.
Grabe ang support na dito mga kaibigan kay Coach. Ito na lang Coach, hindi pa natatalo ang team on a series. Ano ang bago? May bago ba kaming makikita rito? Mas marami bang TP ngayon sa araw na to? Or anything na pwede mong i-add dito sa laban na to?
Yung bago lang ngayon marunong na silang gumising ng maaga.
Marunong na silang gumising. Gaano kaaga yung maaga, Coach Ducky?
Mga 30 minutes before.
30 minutes before. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Pero yon, syempre mga kaibigan, let's make it official. You can go on ahead. Pero ito Geek Fam versus Bren Esport. I will be throwing you away mga kaibigan sa ating mga panel. It's Midnight, Osiris, and our panel host, Wolf. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Rob. We are now here sa second series of the day. At na-intro na nga natin, isang malupit na laban. Bren Esports, undefeated team. At syempre, Geek Fam, nag-aanap pa ng panalo nila dito sa MPL Season 5. And by the way, MPL Season 5 is presented to us by Smart, our official sponsor, Realme Smartphones, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech, at syempre, organized by Moonton. Joining me, two gentlemen, how are you doing? Osiris and Midnight. Ikaw, pare ko mukhang bago. Medyo napatalo ka dito sa Tagalog stream. How you doing?
Okay naman ako. Medyo kakaiba
pakiramdam dahil nga first time din magpapanel. Siyempre, mainit ang laban na ito dahil ang Bren magandang performance as well as ang Geek Fam na medyo nagbabawi.
Siguro tatanungin ka na mamaya about your insights, your outside view from the English panel. If you don't know, this guy is also a shoutcaster for the English team.
Yes.
Midnight, how you doing? Feeling ko ang kailangan natin pag-usapan is yung influence ng coach. Alam naman, hindi naman lingid sa kaalaman ng mga viewers natin. Ito si, basta, sang Prof. Midnight. Si Prof. Midnight.
Okay. Nakita naman natin yung impact. Actually, kilala na nga. Di ba ang ingay ng audience natin kanina eh. Sabi nila, Daki sila ng Daki. Kilala nila si Daki. By the way, guys, sa mga hindi nakakalam, si Daki, he came from another country pa. Siya yung nagdala sa EVOS Indonesia
Pero Pinoy
towards
po
the
yan,
World Championship.
Pinoy
Pinoy po yan. Nagdala lang naman siya ng isang team towards an international championship. Tapos sa EVOS ID. Ngayon, nasa Bren Esports. I think sobrang laki ng impact ng isang coach. Again, pinag-usapan to kahapon. Ikaw yung nagbubuhat ng mindset. Imagine mo, yung gising lang ng player, hawak ng coach yan. Kasi ikaw yung nag-straighten out, tinatanggal mo lahat ng gusot sa mga players para ma-make sure mo 100% lagi yung roster mo.
And now, Bren Esports, of course, you have, I would say, a team na madali at mahirap i-coach in a way because of the talents that you have in here. You have Lusty, Carl TZ, Rebo, Few, Coco, and EJ. At alam natin, marami ng mga gold medalists dito. Well-established players, even outside of Bren Esports, sa mga dati nilang teams. And it's incredibly hard to put them together kasi hindi naman easy ang formula ng pagkakaroon ng team. Lagi natin sinasabi, an all-star team is harder to manage as compared to like a team that has been performing as a team already na matagal. Which kind of makes me think that Coach Ducky's role in this specific roster, sobrang importante niyan. Osiris, what are you looking for? Ano yung makikita natin abangan sa Bren Esports? I mean, after their 2 back-to-back victories against very good teams.
I mean, feeling ko, matindi pa rin ang ipapakita ng Bren. Consistency is the key at saka sabi nga natin, this team is sila yung sa Bren, sila kasi yung gold medalist eh. I mean, even si Ducky, sobrang daming experiences na nailalagay dito.
Gusto ko lang sabihin na consistency is Ducky.
Oo nga. Consistency is Ducky. So, si Ducky nandun. So, I think yun yung isa sa mga kailangan natin i-consider na factor para sa Bren.
You know what? Maybe we will talk more about how Bren Esports operates, or at least for the past 2 weeks kung paano sila nag-operate, but we still have to talk about their opponents. This is Geek Fam PH, a team that was able to perform very well nung last season, even reaching up to top 4 of MPL Season 4. Remember exactly. But now, meron silang mga interesting ingredients dito. I mean, na natira na lang dito is technically si Wynot, but a lot of other players na X-factor mula dun sa other teams nila, yung pinagalingan nila, napunta na dito. Me and Manjin were casting this and na-notice namin na yun nga, X-factor team tong Geek Fam PH. But the question is, bakit hindi sila nag-work? Why isn't it working?
I would compare this team to ONH last season nung first half, sobrang pangit ng performance. Hindi naman ina-undermine natin yung ONH, no? Pero sobrang naging pangit yung performance sila. Pero nung second half, pinaritan nila yung mid nila, pinasok nila si Ingel. And doon natin nakita nag-shine naman yung ONH. I think for Geek Fam PH kasi hindi pa nila nahanap yung tamang recipe. Yes, gusto nating sabihin na Exhort, isa yan sa mga key factor bakit nag-hold pa yung Geek Fam PH. Again, with the raw talent of this player and yung intellect ni Wynot. Problem is, hindi kasi lahat ng roster nag-gel. May mga ingredients tayo, may mga putahe tayo na kahit ilutuin natin, hindi masarap yung lasa. So I do think na Geek Fam PH, they have the raw talent, pero this is not the proper roster.
Ayun, so in terms of Geek Fam PH, X-factor. Isa sa pinaka... Tsaka alam naman natin, pagka nasa babaan teams, there's no way kundi pataas. So I think malaking bagay sa kanila na they have the talent, they are aware of that, they just need to push even more. And facing Bren,